Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Generation Millennium. I'm your visually impaired host, Jeffro Madness, and we are back in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. And I believe this is episode 6. Correct me if I'm incorrect there. And when we last left off, we came to the Self Company, and the last thing we did was take down Blue, who for some reason wanted to challenge us to a battle before he thought we would be ready to move on or something. Fortunately, he didn't bring his full team, so he could not demolish us, but either way, still odd. But anyway, this is a pretty big building, as you saw there down the elevator. Is like, what, 10 floors, give or take? Fortunately, I think I know the way around here. And I think I already triggered a cutscene that we need to trigger, in which we found the Team Rocket admin that we found in the game corner before. His name is Archer from Harkle Soul Silver. And oh, it looks like he's teamed up with the Grunts. And I forget if this is a 2-on-1 or 2-on-2 battle. Oh, sounds like this is a proper double battle. So I just have Nido King here. Game. What the frick? You're not Koga. Why are you using Protect on me? I would have gone for Earthquake, but I didn't want to KO my partner. And looks like I've got some level ups. Nice. And screw you and your Protect. And screw protection this time. I'm just going to KO everything on sight. Sorry, partner, but I gotta do what must be done. Although, as you can see, our rival, he now has a Cubone. Because if you didn't notice from before, the Cubone that was, well, essentially the one from the Pokemon Tower, who lost his mother to Team Rocket, decided to join our rival as it, like, join his team, so that's why he has a Cube on his team. But I think it's kind of disappointing of him to throw a freshly caught Pokemon back out into battle like this. Jeez, how many Pokemon do you guys have? Although now that they have a Golbat out there, I can't just use Earthquake, so I gotta use Rock Slide this time. And I gotta say, the lag, like, there's one thing this game's infamous for, is the lag that comes in double battles. And I think I think that was maybe Sucker Punch I saw. Maybe from the Raticate. Can Raticate learn Sucker Punch? Maybe the Alolan variation, but I'm not sure about the Cantonian one. What do you look? I'm getting quite a few level ups here. But anyways, after we take these guys out, we should get the key card, which allows us to unlock all the doors in the Self Company. And yep, there we go. That should be the key card right there. As I think so. After which, shoot, I didn't mean to walk onto the teleporter. So essentially, in order to get around Self Company, there's all these teleporters that you can essentially just use to warp yourself around. I don't want to use the teleporter right now. I want to find my way back to the elevator first to head to the next floor, which has the teleporter that I actually want to use. Let's see here. I believe I have to go to floor number 3 is where it is. If it's the right floor, I'll recognize it. Oh, maybe I went a little to the left. There should be a little pathway down here somewhere. Move down. And yep, this looks like the right place. Head to the... Oh, dang it. well, there's an optional battle I didn't want to head to, but essentially there's the door on the left that I want to open up using the key card. Alright, Mr. Grant, how many monsters do you have for me to take out? And you send out a hunter first. Anyways, how are you guys doing? I hope everyone who's planning on watching my Let's Go series has been enjoying it, and if so far, if you enjoy my commentary, I suppose you can make that the comment question of the day. What aspect of my series do you enjoy? Other than the fact maybe you're just bored out of your mind and you've just been having me in the background as something to pass the time. Or you just enjoy watching a visually impaired person stumble his way through a game. But haha, not much stumbling here today because I actually know where I'm supposed to be going. Although I suppose once I finish things up here, my stumbling will occur in the following area after this. Because Team Rocket not only took over the Sylph Company, but they also essentially have control over a good portion of Saffron City as a whole. Like for example, I think they were standing in front of a particular girl's house for some reason. Like they were blocking the entrance in the original Gen 1 games for some reason or another. But again, it's Team Rocket. They're an evil organization. Do they need an excuse to take over and block most of the city off? Well, you still can talk to this one person who gives you the psychic TM. For some reason, they didn't think to block his house, which is odd. Still, though, I think it's sad that in 3 years in the future, in the Gold, Silver, and Crystal, the copycat girl's house gets demolished and essentially replaced with a train station, and they essentially moved to a new house. And apparently during the course it said construction of the train station and they're moving, she somehow loses a Pokédoll that's you actually give to her in the Gen 1 games. You can give her a Pokédoll of Clefairy as a gift, and she somehow loses it during that construction time. So in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, your new character essentially just comes in, replaces it. Well, not replaces it, but you apparently discovered the chairman of the Pokemon fan club in Vermilion City somehow found said Pokédoll and then decided to keep it for himself. But then when you inform him that it actually belongs to someone already, he's like, oh, my apologies, it was just so nice and cute that I couldn't help myself, but if it belongs to us, here, return it to the girl, please. But enough of that little side story aside. As you can see here, we once again have Jesse and James challenging us again to an ill-advised battle, which I'm just going to follow my usual strategy again. Pikachu gets called in, then called back out. I replace him with the Pidgeotto, who still has not gained enough experience to evolve. Well, I would say not strangely enough. I mean, if you've been watching my Brilliant Diamond playthrough, then you know that as of right now, that playfile is currently about to take on Gym number 7 in Snowpoint City, and my starter is already fully evolved. Whereas over here, these guys have not gotten level 36 yet because, well, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it before, but the experience gain in this game is much different from the traditional game. So that's why they're not fully evolved yet, because the experience gain is very minimal. Not to mention that I think I'm better at dodging trainers in Let's Go than I am in BDSP. Anyways, we can use the key card here, and welcome to the office of the president. That is, if I can enter said office. There we go. And Giovanni, he's a little miffed that we've interrupted his important business meeting because he's trying to negotiate with the president, despite the fact he's technically forcibly taking over the building, and yet he's still acting all professional. At least he does in Pokemon Origins. I love how they portray Giovanni in Pokemon Origins when they first introduce him, officially, you actually hear him speak. Because when Red first encounters him in the game corner, they just show him as a silhouette of sorts, not actually acknowledging him as an actual threat until the whole Sylph Company debacle. Although speaking of which, I'm pretty much skipping over a bunch of this building. Like you can, I forget which floor it's on, but you can find someone locked in a room, and when you unlock it, you can talk to him. He gives you a gift Lapras for free. I'm not doing that because I'm not focusing on the Pokedex in this. Although if you guys want me to actually run around and complete the dex, then I suppose I could try doing a recording of that. Although trying to find everything available in this game, that could take a while. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know where everything is. It's just getting them all together is quite the pain, especially since my luck when it comes to the rare spawns is abysmal. Like the fact I managed to find that Charmander on Route 4, or I think it's Route 4, before Cerulean City, that was pure luck. Which is really a slap in the face, because I still remember when I was trying to find 3 Charmanders for the home account, like they just took forever to appear, and when they did, I think they just ran away from me before I could defeat them. I mean, before I could encounter and then catch them. Luckily, I caught them all easily, but still, just making them spawn was a chore. But I managed to get a shiny Psyduck out of that somehow, because I didn't have the shiny charm then, so that was a full odds shiny Psyduck. So I'm happy for that. And I think the president here is talking. Wait, I don't think that's the president. So after this, you can talk to the president. He'll thank you for saving him. Oh, Pikachu's happy that we succeeded. And then he gives you a Master Ball, which we're never going to use. So there we go. Sylph Company is now cleared out. You can now make your way out of here. And speaking of which, I'm going to look at my timer. What has it been, like 10 minutes or so? So yeah, if you know what you're doing, you can get through the Sylph Company very quickly, like I did. It is a very quick building if you're just coming through here just for the sake of just finishing up the story. And let me out of here. Then where's the elevator? Should be around here somewhere, or staircase. Elevator should be more over here. There we go. I don't trust the stairs because I can't really tell which way is up or down. So I'll just take the elevator down to the first floor. And you're on your first floor because you can see these big water fountains. And my phone is alerting me. Don't care about that right now. But you also know that the fact that Saffron City has been cleared of Team Rocket's influence because of the fact the music changes to the regular Saffron City music. But it's all nice and cheerful. And then this little cutscene here. I think this is Blue just thanking us for a job well done. And you could go to the left there and back to the Pokemon Center if you need to heal, because you probably do. And there should be someone next to the Pokemon Center. Essentially, he's going to give you also well, not also, but there was, as I said, the scientist in the Sylph Company. He gives you a Lapras as thanks for saving them. And then here is the Saffron City Gym. But anyways, like when you go to the Pokemon Center, there's an NPC there. He'll give you a gift Porygon as thanks, which I think is a little redundant considering you can find Porygon on Route 7 next to Celadon City, which is pretty funny considering in the original games you have to buy them from the game corner. So the fact they decided to put them there is nice. But if you haven't gotten enough of the teleporters back in the Sylph Company, well then, here are the teleporters back in full force. And this is where my stumbling is going to come around, because it's been a while. I kind of forgot what the puzzle is for these teleporters. And chase. But anyway, Saffron City Gym, because of all these teleporters, if you couldn't tell, this is the home of all these psychic type Pokemon. And unlike games back in Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, these gym trainers actually have Pokemon relevant to their actual typings. That's the one thing I really despised about Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. You go to those gyms and the first couple, you actually face Pokemon of the actual typing that you're up against. And eventually you realize in the later gyms, it's like, yeah, we don't have enough, when did it start? Let's see. Ghost was fine. Oh yeah, it starts with like the steel. There's not enough steel types, ice types, or electric types. So their team rosters are very unbalanced, I suppose, is what you put, because they claim themselves to be of a certain gym leader typing, and yet they don't have the typings that they claim to have. But anyways, essentially, if you remember that little close-up we had earlier, and you saw Sabrina's, if you saw like her location was like higher up in the center area, like all the way at the top. That's essentially where we need to get ourselves up to. And I think I'm making progress because I'm getting higher and higher, slowly but surely. Oh, nope, I don't think that's the right teleporter. Yeah, go back. Zoom, back over here. I think there's one teleporter down here. Let's try this one. There we go, now I'm higher up. And then, let's try go over here. And then up here. I think I'm making progress. Oh, I think I made it. Or maybe not. Or maybe yes. Let me try that again. Looks like I got a bit higher. Ah, dang it, another trainer. Well, at least I know I'm making progress then if I come across a trainer. I use that excuse in BDSP, but that doesn't quite count in this game. But let me see, where is that timer? Okay, good. I haven't hit the half-hour mark yet, but I've hit past the quarter mark. Hoping I can complete this puzzle before I hit the half-hour mark and defeat the Sabrina, so I can have enough time to get through the Cinnabar Mansion, the Cinnabar City, or Island, whatever you want to call it. Alright, level up for Needle King. Surprised how many levels he's getting. Like at this rate, he might be level 80 by the time I get to the Hall of Fame. And then let's try to use teleporter. Let's see where it takes us. Don't think that was the right one. Let's try it again. Back up over there. And you can see, like, the further away you teleport, like, the slower the screen transitions, and then the further away it is, the faster it goes. Which I suppose is a nice touch, but at the same time it's a bit irritating, especially when you're traveling the short distances. And I think I'm just going back and forth now. I'm not finding where I'm supposed to be going. Ah, shoot, you're a trainer. Dang it, I thought it was on a different platform. But how come they weren't battling me when... I'm pretty sure they were spinning around there. Oh, well, looks like I have to take back what I said about them not having enough psychic type Pokemon, because that sounds like a Haunter I just encountered. Yep, definitely a Haunter. I don't know any other Pokemon with Sucker Punch. But that makes that sound anyway. What else do you have? Oh, another Haunter. Well, then prepare for another Sucker Punch, everyone. Or maybe not. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention, for the Saffron City gym when we first entered, I forget exactly, but I think you need to have a Pokemon of a certain level. Kind of like how you needed like a level 15 Pokemon to get into the Cerulean Gym. Saffron requires your Pokemon to be a certain level as well. I'm guessing you need to be somewhere around 35 or so, maybe. Well, it shouldn't be that hard, I mean. Or maybe higher than that. I think the Pokemon here are level 40 something. So I'm guessing maybe your Pokemon needs to be level 40 or so to in order to gain entrance to Saffron City. So maybe it is. I don't know. I mean, the Martian and Soul Badge are usually interchangeable. You can just choose to go in whichever order you want. I just decided to go with Saffron City last because dealing with the Sylph Company can be a bit irritating sometimes. So I tend to think just going through Fuchsia's first, then backtracking to Saffron is usually easier. And I think I'm just going going around in circles at this point. Like, I'm not making any progress. I'm just going back and forth between these like 3 tiles that. Oop! I think I definitely went backwards there. Because I think I just went on a different height there. So I want to stay up here. Like, if you played the original Gen 1 games, this puzzle is not that difficult. You have to just keep going up and down, and then you'll eventually find your way to Sabrina. This game, they changed up the puzzle, so it's not as simple as that. Which is why I'm having some issues here, because alright, let me try going to this one and see where this one takes me. I'm going to try something a little bit different. And then, let's see, let's try going over here. Did I make progress? I think I made progress. Let's try to get this one. The reason why I'm being careful is because there's a teleport panel on Sabrina's platform that takes you all the way back to the beginning. I want to make sure I don't hit that one by accident. And well, looks like I just found another trainer I didn't mean to encounter. And Jinx, huh. That's technically a Psychic type, but also part Ice type. And also, by far, one of the longest cries in existence. Like, if you listen to Jinx's cry, even if you don't want to, it's literally like the longest cry out of all Gen 1. And maybe even up to Gen 3 and 4, it still has like one of the longest cries ever. Let's see. Oop. Whew. Excuse me, guys. I had a sneeze come on there. And then, let's see. Well, this is rather embarrassing. I knew how to get my way through Sylph Co. Good thing I did research on that ahead of time to make sure I got through it quickly, but I should have done research on the gym too. Because I'm pretty certain I feel like I'm just going back and forth, and not making much progress, and I'm not really doing a good job of memorizing the gym puzzle here. Let's try this teleporter. Maybe not. Let's go back. This particular platform here seems to be different from the other one, so maybe this one's... Wait a second. And nope. Let's try going back. I feel like one of these might be important. Oh, nope. I mean, technically speaking, I was correct. They are important, just in the wrong direction. So we'll go back up to this level. And I think I have to go on this one. And I think I have to stay on this platform, so choose one of these to make progress. Okay, so it's not that one. I don't think so. I think I've been going back and forth on these particular teleporters. Oh, new trainer. I guess I am making progress. Well, at least some kind of progress. Hey, is that a hypno I heard? Evolved form of drowsy, which, to my knowledge, drowsy can only be found on Route 11. That's the route that's to the east of Vermilion City, further east of Diglett's Tunnel, which we did not really go to because, I mean, the story just placed you right in front of Diglett's Tunnel, and then from there just did a bunch of errand stuff. Then you got teleported back to Cerulean City. Aha, there we go. I think that's where Sabrina is. Talk to me. Please, talk. Where is it? Where is she? She should be around here somewhere. Oh, there we go. And I love this little pan out to this whole, like, simulated city. I mean, you guys can't deny this is freaking cool, the way they redesigned this Saffron City gym, this like holographic psychic city inside the building. I mean, considering Sabrina's psychic and all, just think about it. That just shows how powerful she is as a psychic, not a psychic trainer, but a psychic. I mean, if this entire building is created just through her psychic powers, and that's just saying something about how strong she is. And as for the Pokemon she has in her team, that Mr. Mime all being psychic fairy combo makes it very vulnerable to a poison move from Nidoking. And then a slow burrow, Thunder Punch. So that's 2 super effective moves so far. Her ace is going to be an Alakazam, I'm pretty certain, so I don't know what else she's going to have. Oh, Jinx. Guess I'll just Thunder Punch you too. Well, I mean, technically speaking, I have a super effective move, Rock Slide, but I don't want to risk that missing because both of Jinx's stab moves as Psychic and Ice are super effective on Nidoking's Poison Ground, so don't take any chances there of that missing. And there's said Alakazam. I mean, I questioned why Sabrina was just using an Abra when Ash encountered her in the anime, but then it evolved straight to Kadabra in that one battle, so that's a bit odd. I mean, if she is as feared a trainer as she's supposed to be, you would think she would have more challengers, and I mean, actually no, take that back, because she was feared, that's why she had less challengers, so I mean, heard Abra was experienced, but apparently not experienced enough to fully evolve just yet. But there we go. Sabria's defeated. There's the teleporter. Takes us all the way back down. And now that we defeated that, we can move our way to the next town. And I'm just getting my portable device ready over here. Okay, let's see here. In order to reach Cinnabar City, we need to surf down quite a bit. Where are you? Yep, where is it? Should be around here somewhere. Oop. Nope, that's too much there, that direction. There we go, Pallet Town. My controls are all wonky. So what you need to do is head back to Pallet Town, where it all began. Because if you explore the town, you notice there's this body of water south of the city that you can't really do anything to interact with. But after you learn the whole surfing technique from that one guy in Fuchsia City, we can now move on south to this water route and make our way south to Cinnabar Island. Ooh, did not mean to go on land. Although there are going to be a ton of little islands on this route that you can find trainers, a coach trainer, and of course there are a lot of Pokemon that can be found here. More specifically, Staryu in the water. And the Magikarps will be bumping around. I think this Tentacle and Tentacruel can also be found. And as for Staryu, I don't think Starmie can be found in the wild, so if you're going for a living dex, you'll probably have to catch 2 of those and use a water stone you can buy in back in the Celadon City department store to evolve it to Starmie. But it's actually a speedrun tactic some people use, and I think also I can avoid all the trainers here, but there are some trainers lurking around the water, swimmers, and as their name suggests, they have a bunch of water types. Hey, Slowbro, we just saw you from Sabrina. And I think I'm making good time here. Yep, looks like I am. I should be able to clear the Cinnabar Mansion hopefully before I wrap up the episode. Then next episode we can take on Blaine and maybe even Giovanni. Oops, spoiler, I suppose. Because here, Cinnabar Island, the gym is inaccessible because for some reason it requires a key to unlock, and said key is inside this mansion for some reason. Which makes me wonder, how the heck did our rival get in here and finish the battle, because he also needs to find a key to enter the gym, so how did he get the badge? A little bit of a loophole in the story, methinks. But anyways, this place is not really much of a maze. It's pretty straightforward if you know what to do, and apparently I don't know what to do because oh, maybe I do. Okay, there we go. I thought I had to press the button there, but apparently that door's already open, but there should be a button around here after pressing. Oh, dang it. And Grimer, goodbye. I think it was around here that a speedrunner, he encountered their shiny Eradicates. And honestly, I don't think I've ever encountered it. Wait, have I encountered any shinies? Oh yes, I have. I've encountered a shiny Grimer in the Cinnabar Mansion. Because if you're playing Let's Go Pikachu, like, oh, you can find the Grimer and Muck lines in here. Let's Go Eevee has the coughing, wheezing lines. And as well, you can also find the Magmar, as you saw this trainer have. The Magmar's line, well, not line, but just the Magmar species can be located in this building. Along with Eradicates, and of course the usual rare spawn. in the form of Chansey, as always, because Chansey's everywhere. Although at this point in the story, if you guys are looking for like grind out experience, chaining the Pokemon here in the mansion is usually a pretty good choice because they're pretty high leveled. And since you can get here, oh, Rattata, you can also find them here still, although typically Raticates are the ones you usually find. And in order to progress in the mansion, you're supposed to press switches that activates and closes doors. Where is that blasted switch? Wait a minute, am I in the right location? Something tells me I'm not in the right location. Maybe I should have bought some repels. Okay, so I wasn't in the right location. Okay, good to know. Okay, now I move down here. Then there should be a statue I need to press around here to open the next door. Yeah, this door here, I need to find a statue that opens up that one. Statue should be around here somewhere. Oh, dang it. I swear, if I find a shiny, because off camera as promised I got the shiny charm, so the odds of me finding one are higher now. And with these wild Pokemon running around, I'm probably going to mistake them for the statue. Oh, there we go. And then there's this ladder that leads downward, which is kind of funny considering in the original games that's like a off-screen jump you have to do. You like essentially jump off the screen and land on the bottom floor. Apparently developers thought that was something that maybe kids wouldn't be able to understand, so they decided to just make it a ladder to move downward. Although I don't see how they would. I mean, if we kids back in the 90s could figure it out, I'm pretty sure kids who were born in the 2000s or later could also figure it out. I mean, kids aren't stupid. And that's the whole point of puzzles. We need to just do trial and error, figure stuff out. Like me with those teleporters earlier, I eventually figured it out. Once I finally decided to just stop just touching every panel randomly and actually started to memorize which panels did what. So yeah, trial and error. That's how you're supposed to figure stuff out. Even if it does take like 15 minutes to figure it out. Anyways, we're almost to the bottom basements of the Cinnabar Mansion. Oh, hey, Magmar. And then there should be a staircase that takes us down. There we go. And down here is where you can encounter Ditto. I think Ditto can only appear on this floor, and their catch rate is garbage. And by garbage, I mean they just refuse to be caught. And they hop around a lot too, which makes them even worse. And then we open that door. We come out to the side here. Go back around. I heard a Grimer. Ignored. Then there's to be an opening over here now. Yep. Move our way upward. I think there should be another room over here somewhere. Ah, dang it. Yeah, remind me after this recording to go to buy repels, because that's gonna make going through the final dungeons a lot easier, especially since Victory Road is gonna have some puzzle solving to deal with, and if I don't have to worry about the random spawns interrupting me, the better. And looks like I got interrupted by a trainer. God dang it. But anyways, I should have enough time yet to... Actually, maybe I have enough time to deal with the Cinnabar gym puzzle itself before the episode ends. Let's hope so. Because the Cinnabar gym is actually not that difficult. I mean, as long as you know what you're doing, the puzzle is relatively easy, if you even call it a puzzle. Just gotta deal with all these guys first. Please don't tell me you're a guy with like 5 coughings. That's another thing I hate about the like Gen 1 and 2 games. You find these trainers with like 5 coughings, 5 magic harps, 5 Voltorbs. It's like, just why? Yeah, see this guy, I think it's like the 3rd or 4th coughing. Like, seriously, why do you have all these? Like, in this case, are you just flexing the fact that you have this Pokemon that we can't catch in this game? Are you mocking us? Hey, level up. And at any rate, I think there's one more switch we have to press in order to get to the final room up here somewhere. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy some lures after this. Oh, freaking come on! Well, I can add the glitch right there. If 2 Pokemon are pretty much right next to each other and you encounter one of them, it essentially causes one of the other Pokemon to glitch out and disappear, which that happened there. And why am I fighting these common Pokemon too? Come on, leave me alone. Nah. Oh, I heard Ditto. Okay, I think I'm kind of lost here. I know the general layout's down here, but these colors in my eyes are not agreeing. I'm just glad that the encounter and run time is quite quick in these games. Oh, there we go. I guess I didn't fully enter this room up here. And then I think the statue's here. Yep, there we go. Oh, come on, it's just a trainer here. Okay, but this should be the last trainer, hopefully, this episode. Gym leader not included. Oh, hey, Electabuzz, you're exclusive to the power plant. Actually, make that the official comment question of the day. Would you guys, the audience, be interested in me heading to the Seafoam Islands, the power plant, and just essentially just showing the battle against the legendary birds and me actually trying to catch them? I can make those like bonus episodes or something. Because for the most part here, I'm just focusing on the story rather than any side quests and whatnot. Although, mind you, I said I just show off going to those dungeons, me attempting to solve them, and catching the legendaries. I never said anything about shiny hunting them because it's more of an off-camera thing. All of you, take a look at some of the clips I have on my channel. I actually there should be a compilation video of me. Well, not really a compilation, but just an edited short video of me encountering shiny Articuno in a different Let's Go save file. And this should be the... Yep, that's the secret key. I got what I came for. But anyways, that's the item we need to... Oh, for a second there I thought that was a shiny sound, but nope, that was just a sigh sound. But there's still... My question from earlier still stands, like... Our rival... I mean, if the secret key is needed to open up the Cinnabar Mansion, how did our rival get into the Cinnabar Gym? How did he get there? Because is this essentially the real gym puzzle? Just finding the secret key? But anyways, we need to make our way out of here now, which means undoing all the doors we did to get in here in the first place. This is probably where I wish I had an escape rope handy. Man, probably should have bought one before I came in here. Actually, let me check my inventory, see if I have an escape rope somewhere. Let's see, card key, no, still. There's this shiny. What is that? Yeah, that says shiny charm. Poke Flute, just a bunch of key items. Silph Scope, what's the item down there? Oh, that's a secret key. I don't think I have an escape rope handy. Autograph, that's from Lieutenant Surge way back when. Super Repel, oh, so I have a repel on hand. Lift key, that's from the game corner. Excuse me. Pearl, that's the item to sell. Town map. Dome Fossil, that's from Mount Moon. Oh yeah, I also got to mention Cinnabar Island also has a laboratory where you can revive your fossils. The Dome and Helix fossils you got from Mount Moon, but it can also be found in post-game if you want more. And then you also find Old Amber in the Pewter City Museum. But in order to get that one, you need to use cut on the back entrance door, and then you'll find a scientist standing next to a pedestal that has the Old Amber on it. He'll give you said Old Amber. You can revive that to get Aerodactyl. Helix Fossil gives you Ammonite, and Dome Fossil gives you Kabuto. And those two have spawned a whole bunch of Twitch Plays Pokemon memes. And I probably won't have enough time to do the actual gym because I'm trying to find my way out of here. And all these blasted encounters that take like 5 seconds to deal with. And considering I keep bumping into everything, those 10 seconds add up rather quickly. Actually, what am I doing? Let me just use that super repel I saw earlier, so I don't have to deal with all these encounters for a bit. Let's see. There we go. Probably won't last me long, but at least it'll give me a small reprieve from all these encounters. Let's see here. That's a trainer. Trying to find that statue. Oh, I forgot these beds can heal you. Okay, that saves me a trip to the Pokemon Center. Oh, there should be a statue here. Yep, there we go. Because while it unlocks that door on the left side, it closes the door down here to the exit. That's why you have to press it again. And unfortunately, I still have to go around and undo this door down here. Because if I don't, then it blocks the entrance on the next floor upward to the exit, so I have to press this button one more time. But now we should have a clear, straight run to the exit. As long as my repel doesn't wear off, and because I said that probably will, this is a super repel, doesn't last as long as a max repel. But we just go up here, to the right, and down, and we should be teleported to the exit. Somewhere. And just in time for my repel to wear off, apparently. But yeah, that's the Cinnabar Mansion done. Now we can head over to the gym on the right side of the island. Oh yeah, there's also one more thing about the Cinnabar Island I never understood is the fact that apparently a volcano erupts here 3 years from now. You've seen this island. Where's this volcano that erupts? Like if you look on the map itself, like old maps of the game, you can see the so-called volcano. But in terms of actual gameplay, yeah, where is this volcano you speak of? Anyways, let's do this gym puzzle quickly. Because we have just enough time. So, quiz question. I'm going to need some serious time here so I can properly answer these. Let's see. Oh yeah, I think question 1 is asking about what Pokemon is the volcano Pokemon, which is Magmar or something like that. Question number 2. And look at the answers here. I think it's asking how many gym badges there are. The answer should be 8. Yep, correct. If you get any of these wrong, you have to fight a trainer. So it's usually imperative that you try to answer these without making any mistakes. Let's see. Next question. I forget what the question is. Let me actually have to read this. Let's see. I think it's if you steal on fire. Okay, that's not very effective. Which is down here. Okay, good. Make sure I read that correctly. That's question number 4. Yeah, this is the tombstone question. You can choose false or what's that? Both of those answers are correct because, yeah, what the heck is tombstone? And the last question doesn't matter what your answer because they all lead to the same. It'd be funny like if depending on which of these answers you chose, it's like, yeah, come back and battle me tomorrow, or like, how dare you choose that answer? But after you enter that, congratulations, you can now battle Blaine, the fire-type gym leader of Cinnabar Island Gym. And unlike in anime, he does not live in a volcano, which is a bit of a downgrade, in my opinion, because if you've seen his gym in the anime, dang, that's cool. But there are plenty of fire types in Kanto, so let's take these guys out. I'm actually going to use I'm going to go for my stab poison rather than super effective ground or rock slide moves because I actually want to save my power points for the next gym coming up. So I don't have to run to a Pokemon Center and heal just to save time. Although I could technically just go heal between episodes because you guys noticed at the beginning of each episode I always start off with my game on the home menu. Even though my game is saved where I last left off, I can always just off camera do something like go off and get the shiny charm or something. And I think that was Arcanine that came in. Like he had a Rapidash. I forget who first came in. But then Magmar should be his ace, I think. Unless I already took down a Magmar. Getting some level ups there. Thank you. Oh, Ninetales. Maybe he already used Magmar because Magmar is supposed to be his ace. At least it was his ace in the anime. And excuse the phone calls there. I'm in an office setting. Oh, I guess he did start with Magmar. But yep, that's Gym 7. He gives us the Volcano badge. Oh yeah, and Sabrina also gives the Marsh badge, which I don't understand what Marshes have to do with psychic types. I think that should have been the Soul badge because that makes more sense for that. And then Marsh makes more sense for Poison, for Koga. But oh well. I'm not game for a guy to develop this stuff. And looks like we finished the episode in record time. 2 gym badges, 1 episode, just like I did in BDSP that one time. So just lovely. And then our rival comes here and congratulates us on a job well done. But yeah, that's what we're gonna call it for this episode, guys. If you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe. Links down in the description down below, especially my Patreon. I would love support there because one, if you do support, you can get access to a special home account that has living dexes for Sword and Shield. Let's go Pikachu and Eevee. Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, minus Spinda because of things. A friend of mine is helping me get latest Arceus in there, and I'm also working to getting more Pokemon from Scar and Violet in there. It has majority of decks in there. I just need to toss in the Paradox. I think the Paradox. Wait, the Paradox should be in there. Minus the box art legendaries and the ruined Pokemon. I need to get extras of them tossed in there. Unless you have extras lying around that you're willing to donate to the community so everyone can help get their shiny charms sooner. So if you want to discuss that, then you can discuss that in the Discord down below. Other than that, it's been a pleasure having you guys here. And I guess I'll just see you guys next time. Take care.